Greeno, and welcome along to episode 10 of Holy Cow. So we're in another competition already. Last time you were with me, we played through the South Asian Federation Championship and won it once again, albeit somewhat less convincingly than the first time we won it. But now we're in the Asian Nations Cup, which is effectively their version of the Euros. And we'd qualified for that automatically due to our performance in the World Cup qualifiers. And today we're going to bring you the first two group games. As you can see, our group here consists of Iran, India, Kyrgyzstan and Palestine. So first up we have Kyrgyzstan, and then we'll be taking on our old foes Iran. We've played a bunch of friendlies since the South Asian Championship, about half a dozen or so, trying to blood through some more youngsters. There's a few with a bit of potential who I think we can do something with going forwards. So let's go through to the squad screen and you can see how we're going to line up for today's game against Kyrgyzstan. I mentioned we brought through a few youngsters. Unfortunately, the most promising one of them probably is missing today. Germanpreet Singh, the attacking midfielder who you saw a little bit of in the South Asian Championship. He broke his foot in the final friendly we had, a warm-up friendly against Mongolia. So he's out for a few months, sadly. So Thapar comes in. We're all fairly familiar with him and what he can do. The young players in the first team that have made it through are Rahman here at left back. He's got a bit of potential, I think. He's certainly our best option at left back currently. He's fast, which sort of makes up for some of the other failings that you can see here. He's not the best defender in the world, but hopefully his pace will make up for some of that. We have a fairly industrial young centre half here, Hossein. He's got good tackling, good aggression. Not so fast, not so good in the air, but he's about the best we can work with currently. But this kid is the one who I think is going to be a bit of a star. Rajat Singh, as you can see, already 4.5 star, with 5-star potential, and he's only 17 years old. There's a few little gaps in his game, as you'd expect, but if we take a look right through at the attributes here, you've got vision of 15, work rate 15, decisions 15, technique 12. He's a little bit aggressive. But yeah, if he continues to develop, I mean, this guy could be someone to build the team around for many years to come. So really excited to see what he's got to offer. But let's get through to today's game. Like I said, we're up against Kyrgyzstan. It's our first group game in the tournament. Let's hope for a win. So our build up to the tournament hasn't been without its problems. Obviously, Germanpreet Singh's injury was a bit of a blow. And we've also had quite a few of our squad released by their clubs. Which has caused a bit of an issue. Oh my goodness me, not as much of an issue as that is though. One down after a minute. That is not the start to the tournament we wanted at all. Wow, okay. But yeah, our keeper, first choice keeper, I don't think it's ever so much of a problem in the goalkeeping position, the match fitness. But he's out of contract. Jinkan, who's our one kind of experienced defender, he's also out of contract. We've been trying to get some minutes into his legs in the warm-up games, but he's still a little bit short of where he needs to be, really. So yeah, hopefully if we can get further in the tournament, which that will help with. Udanta Singh, that instant reply. A good cross in there from the left back, and Udanta Singh frees himself up. Good header from 6 yards, so we're back in it straight away. That's good. Another player struggling a little bit for fitness is Johnny Pereira, the young striker. I think he'll probably only manage about half of this game, maybe an hour at tops. And we've got JJ in the squad though, who can come on as a replacement for him. A long throw in here, but that's easy for the keeper to pick up. Let's hope we get back and get back into our shape. We've picked up the loose ball here. Hussein lumps it forwards. Thapar beats his man. Ooh, and just wide. Good drive-in run there from Thapar. So we seem to be having the better of the game so far. Coming up towards half-time. One apiece though. I'd really like a second goal here. It doesn't look like we're going to get one until after the break. So let's get into the dressing room. Let's I think we're going to give them a bit of a blasting, to be honest, and tell them we're not happy with their performance. We need a bit more from them. Jingan is not having a great game, but I can't take him off. Johnny Pereira, as I mentioned, his fitness isn't great, and he's not having the best game, so maybe we'll only give him another 10 minutes or so. Ask them to get creative. Come on. Let's have a bit more from you boys. Oh, Udanta Singh's picked up a knock. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. Let's take your man Pereira off though, and we're going to bring JJ on. Let's give Udanta Singh a few minutes to see if he can run that knock off. Jingan, don't do anything silly. Yeah, into Thapar, Abdul Samad. Looking for a long crossfield ball, but sadly not accurate. But Thapar's picked up the ball here. Into Pereira. Oh, he's dragged it wide. Get off. Time for JJ. Oh, my word. What a chance that was. And Udanta Singh isn't really recovering from that injury as we'd hoped, so let's get him off now. Who have we got that can come on for him? I think we'll go with Lalian Zwala. I like him. Let's ask for a bit of passion. Doesn't seem to have done an awful lot. We have a corner here. It's a goal! Oh, how can that be offside? What's happened there? Oh, the guy on the line by the keeper. Oh, obstructing the keeper's line of sight, I suppose. Dear, oh dear. That was unfortunate. Long throw in here. JJ! He scored! Now that can't be offside because that was from a throw-in, so... Tactical masterstroke from me there, bringing him on. What a great long throw that is. And a very, very tidy finish, in fairness. Kind of on the half volley. So, yeah, let's just demand more for the last few minutes. Oh, no. Don't throw this away now, boys. Come on, get in, get in. Take the ball off him, take the ball off him. Oh, Singh Sandhu with a very simple save. It's offside anyway by the looks of it. I think it's time for another substitution now to eat up a few seconds. Gurjinder Singh is knackered. So we'll bring on Karunian for him. I don't like the look of this highlight. I do not like the look of it. Get a foot in. Oh, he's been robbed. Okay. Lots of time wasting now. Be disciplined. Oh, not like this. Come on. Someone close him down. Oh, he's hit the post and followed up. What a save! Oh, he was offside anyway. Thank God for that. Oh, that would have wrapped things up nicely. But there we are. We start the tournament with a 2-1 win. Excellent. On to Iran now. God help us. Jiggle things round a little bit for the Iran game. Partly because I have a few tired legs. Partly because I've got one eye on the Palestine game, which I think is probably more important to us. Whatever we do, I'm expecting us to get beat today. But we've just mixed things up a little bit. So we've brought in a more defensive midfielder here. Vinit Rai is going to play, and Abdul Samad drops to the bench. I brought in Lalian Zwala on the left-hand side. Unfortunately, Gurjinder Singh is quite tired, so we're giving him a rest. Same goes for Johnny Pereira up front, so JJ comes in. Yeah, not really expecting too much today, but you know, hopefully this slightly revised asymmetric formation will do something for us. Let's see. I've asked the boys to go out and get revenge against Iran after what happened in the last game. I think that's optimistic, but you never know. Anything could happen in tournament football, I guess. Young Navas here on the right. He's coming at right back today. Oh, goodness me, Udanta Singh. What an opportunity that was. I don't think we're going to see too many of them, so that's a real shame to miss there. But there we go. We're on the ball again now. Don't lose it. Oh, Navas. Good save, Singh Sandhu, though. And we're coming up to quarter of an hour gone, and we're still in this game, which is encouraging. One of the things I like about this formation we're playing today is that young Rajat Singh gets forward a little bit more, and he's going to need to now, seeing as we're a goal down. In the previous formation that we played against Kyrgyzstan, he was the sort of deep-lying playmaker, which he can do, but I think he's better suited to the Matsala role that we're playing him in today. We just can't seem to make that role work in the more attacking formation with the personnel that we've got, really. So, half an hour gone. We're still in this game. We're not really showing a lot going forwards. This Godos guy seems to be causing us some problems, cutting in from the wing all the time. What a goal! He looks a bit useful, doesn't he? Could do with someone like him in my team. Yeah, cuts in from the right, just keeps going. No one's put in a challenge. A very controlled finish from 20 yards. So I think that's pretty much us done for the day. We might as well take Jinkan off at half time, I think, because he's very, very tired. And we could do with him being fresher for the last game against Palestine. So let's take him out, bring Thakur on. I think he can do that role. Little team talk. Let's just get into him a little bit. We owe Iran after what happened in our last match. They like that. It's not going to make any difference, but they like it. Corner here, Udanta Singh takes. Oh, we've pulled one back, and it's Thakur who's just come on at half time. Well, that puts the cat among the pigeons a little bit, doesn't it? Great ball in there from the corner. Thakur gets above his marker, and a very well controlled header. Can we build on this at all? Godos with a corner. Oh, cleared off the line. Wow. So Lalian Zwala is having a very poor game. And he's on a yellow, so let's get Karuni on for a bit. Keep one substitution up our sleeve for a bit later in the game. I'm pretty encouraged at how we're doing. The positive attitude we've got here. This is something that was suggested to me by Dodgy Gamer before. That even against the stronger nations, sometimes the deeper you sit, the more it just invites them onto you. So it can be a better idea just to try and take the game to them a little bit. Let's bring Johnny on for a little bit towards the end of the game. We've got 10 minutes to try and get an equalising goal. I don't expect to, but I think if it comes down to goal difference in terms of getting through the group, us not having been battered by Iran could be a good thing. I know Palestine already lost 4-1 to them, so yeah, I'm not displeased with that result. In the other game in our group, Palestine have just beaten Kyrgyzstan, so the group currently sits, as you can see on screen here. We are in second place on goal difference above Palestine, so a draw against them in our next game will be enough for us to qualify for the next round. So of course that's the game I'll bring you in the next episode, the game against Palestine, to round out the group. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I think it's been a good one. I think it was a good, strong performance against Kyrgyzstan in the first game, and certainly an encouraging one against a much bigger team in Iran. I did check out after the game the two guys who scored for them. Their striker Azmoun is valued at 9.5 million, playing for Zenit, and Godos, that kid who was cutting in from the left all the time, plays in France, is valued at 4 million, and our highest valued player is below 40k. So it just goes to show the gulf in class there is still. Anyway, I'd appreciate if you'd like the video. It helps me get seen by more people, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, well, you know what to do. If you've got any comments about what's been going on in the episode, or some of the young players coming through, I'd love to see them. Just let the creative juices flow. And finally, thank you very much once again for watching this episode, and I hope to see you all very soon for that Palestine game. Bye for now.